Well, off on a different adventure today. Me and Chris, we're heading over to swap meet over here. I got my little buggy. We'll see if we can find some parts for the 55 or the 60 caddy. And there it is. We're gonna go way down that end to be able to get in. So we're gonna put some steps in today for damn sure. Let's see if I find anything cool. Okay. Looks like a Supreme or a Krieger, but it's a thin aluminum hubcap. What do you think, Chris? You need some vintage carnival rides?
I am a carnival ride.
Look at this. It must be a 3-cylinder Hemi. Castrol. It's got full steering, so it's just towed behind by a pivot. This one's an actual driving buggy. It's got a little motor back there. Oh yeah, then we got a 4-cylinder flathead made out of wood.
It's supposed to be 75.
In case if any of you guys want to tune up, pep up, or fix up any model car, there you go. How cool is that?
You know what I mean?
That's awesome. Here's one for you guys. What is that from? Is that a quarter side trim or a hood trim? I bet you that's a quarter side. Oh, 65 Polera. That's different. Yeah. Gotta love the daisies. They're only 14s though, and all dry rod. But it's pretty cool. Pretty cool walking the circle track, doing the swap meet in the middle. Is it a tire grinder?
It's
Alright, so I was told that that's a tire balancer, so it must spin it up.
yeah.
And then there's these pieces here that look like they slide in where the hubcap would go. And then these look like barrel toppers, but I don't think they are barrel toppers. I think these clamp the outer ring of these to the rim on the car. Hopefully I'm talking loud enough for you guys to hear. But pretty cool, just different stuff that you don't see. Rod hopper. I'm guessing that's for like arc welding rods, stick welding. Now that I think is a pretty dang good deal. It's just vinyl, but 180 bucks. That's pretty cool. It doesn't have a liner or anything in it. Oh, so this was an old dispenser. Yeah, these ones you used to like pull the bottle out. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that was me. Oh, yeah.
So I had the blue sniper, the East Road.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah.
I was talking to the other guy.
You're
That's why I didn't
from Rhode
go
Island?
down there.
Okay, perfect, yeah.
There we go. That's a real one where it's in both. Pretty cool. Here we go. We got the metal flake. Cool kitten. It's a shame the crank scratched away the logo.
Keep looking.
But
You can keep looking.
fake suspension.
You don't even know which cars those are. You just all that stuff.
Get your metal flake helmet. You got your Playboy emblem shift knob and your old bicycle grips. Banana seats. You got your shifters and all that jazz. Oh yeah.
Here, eventually, I am in front of.
How can you go wrong with that?
Right near the track, the next off the track. And if you
Guy's
look
got
in
quite the rig
field,
for this thing to fit on. It's clean. This is New England. Look at it. It's got rocker panels on it. Pretty cool. There we go. Got a bunch of the modern signage, like the gas tank, gas pump toppers and stuff like that. It's all remixed, but school is out there anyway. So just still walking around. Been a couple hours already. And naturally we got some terrible hot dogs, and Chris found kettle corn.
Because cold makes the battery work hard.
There you go. Anybody want to already show? Pretty cool. Not mine, but it's cool. All right, we're working up to the end. We're just doing the outer perimeter and a little part on the side, but figured I'd kind of do a little check-in from up at the top edge of the track on the high side of the bank here, so you guys can see more of it. But pretty cool. There's my buggy of goodies. I'll go over my scores at the end once we're loading them in the truck. Let's see how much a project like this goes for. Towboat rear end, $2,500, includes a free 72 Chevelle. That's good marketing right there. Sell the rear end, you get the car for free. Towboats ain't cheap, so that's cool.
'08 that like someone did like a really nice paint job on or something. Like for an '08 around here, the thing is meant.
Yeah, definitely.
Really, really nice.
Travco 220. So we survived it, and we got here at 10 past 8, and it's 10 past 12, so 4 hours of driving. And we'll go over a couple of the finds that we got. As we got here, our buddy Matt messaged us, and he was looking for just a conventional aluminum small block Chevy intake for under 50 bucks. So on this one for 30 bucks, he wouldn't budge on the price, but it's a Holly, so that's cool, and it's a spread bore. And then some other guy had this adapter for $4, so got that just in case if he needs it. And then this one here I got for 25 bucks. This is a GM Performance one, both dual planes. And then got 2 single chamber Flowmasters for 25 bucks, so that's not bad. Then 2 double groove long water pump small block Chevy pulleys for 10 bucks. And ever since I found out about these not terribly long ago, I've always wanted one, and found this, and it's a GM Performance Parts coil and essentially an MSD ignition unit. But look at the shape of the coil. It's like all ribbed. The guy says it works. I mean, everybody selling something says it works. And then I've wanted a set of these for the 60 caddy I have. And I found these. He had them for 50. I got them for 25. A little bit of damage here and there on them. But as we were going, Chris pointed out another set that we came by. And I didn't know there were 2 styles that are very similar. And I could be wrong, but I think that's a newer emblem, and then that's the older emblem. Somebody can correct me. But like, see, this one's got more of a deeper dish rim look, and then this one, they come all the way out, but they're all deep with how far in they dip down in. But definitely 2 different styles. So I'm excited for those. I got those 6 for 20 bucks. No, 40 bucks. Yeah, 40 bucks for these, 25 for these. And then I have always loved these McCulloch Mini Max. And this thing is minty. So I got this 80 bucks. but he says it runs like a top. I didn't even bother to try to start it. He seemed like a nice guy. Compression feels good. Figure worst case scenario, I got to clean the carburetor. But it came with the manual, the tool for the chain, and all the case and all that jazz. And then it's got some knee pads for around the house, $5 each, nice and thick. And then Chris got some popcorn, and then he got a neon sign in there. So overall, not too bad. I forget what I paid for the ignition setup. Let me ask if Chris remembers. Hey Chris, what did I pay for that ignition setup? Is it $40?
I think you wanted 50 and you got 40.
Yeah. I think he asked 50 and I got it for $40. So I'm thrilled with that. Like, and like Chris was saying, even if it's bad, this is a MSD, like a 6A or maybe a 6AL. 6A doesn't have the openings on it. So worst case scenario, I could blow this apart and put the MSD stuff in it and have the GM module. And then you got just this for the trunk on the 55. It's pretty beat up, but so's the car at the time. $5. So that was a little walk around of the Stafford Springs, Connecticut swap meet that's here at the raceway, and whatnot. A lot of cool finds, a lot of cool stuff. Just stuff I didn't need at the moment, but it was definitely worth the trip this year. So if you guys go to swap meets, if you don't, start going to them. There's still some deals out there. Thanks for watching. Just getting ready to leave, driving through the parking lot. You gotta check this out. I think that's the big truck nose. Fenders anyway. Deep dish, he's got the flares in the back, probably cut off of another nose, I bet. Grafted onto the back. I bet you that's what that is. 2 truck noses got sacrificed for that. I'm okay with it. And he's got a tow dolly towing another one. How awesome is that? I'm gonna have to look up Gifted Garage. Very cool. Well, and that totally wraps it up. Because we're back. Things are unloaded. Chris took off. And I tell you, this Mini Mac, I've wanted one of these for quite a while. I bought one at a local yard sale for short money, and the thing was trash. Like, things just totally ruined. This thing's like vintage. Like, the label's not even worn. You know, like even where the wood hits the front of it, it's not even worn. Even the writing on the bar isn't even worn off. So that's pretty awesome. I'm excited about that. I am thoroughly excited about the Caddy hubcaps for the Caddy because I don't like the ones that are on that. And everything else, the GM ignition box, that thing's been cool ever since I heard about them, needed one. Now I have one and whatnot. So anyway, thank you all for checking in. I appreciate it. Taking the stroll with me through the swap meet there. And yeah, thanks for checking in. I'll try and keep getting you as much content as I can while I'm building my house. Then after that, it's gonna get busy with cars.